Hello again and welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al. Just getting in contact with you guys. Currently, Bitcoin is over $81,000. And tonight, what is this? November the 10th. A little bit after 9 o'clock, a little bit after 9:30. But what can I say? This is crazy good. I'm really happy that for those of you who've been holding on, holding your bag, so to speak, that things are going well. Things are going to be getting a lot better real soon. I'm just looking down here at some of the other crypto plays that are really doing well, like Sui and some other coins that are really on the rise. So things are looking fantastic. Cardano's finally made a huge move after so many days. So we're really starting to see what I would say is maybe the beginning of the bull run. Right now that we see these prices, let's just how can I say, stay vigilant and make sure that we're on top of things. Market cap, I'm looking at right now, is what, 2.72 trillion. Fear and greed index, we're definitely on the greed side. There are going to be some times when sooner or later we're going to have some dips. That'll be a good time to get back in as far as buying. But for those of us who are currently holding, this is an excellent time to just watch our gains. It's a little bit too early in the season as far as the bull market to be looking at selling. We definitely don't want to start selling anything until we get over the how can I say, $100,000 range with the Bitcoin. I got a good feeling about what's happening, and I know that currently we're off the, how can I say, the after effects of the election, where a lot of people were feeling that our how can I say, president-elect Trump is going to do a lot more with trying to fight crypto regulation, and so we're looking for that, and the market may be pricing that in. But I will say this: be cautious, because as the transition of power changes, we are going to see some pushback in a lot of ways. And I'm not just expecting President Trump to just walk into this and everything just go extremely well all of a sudden for everything. So we got to keep that in mind. Right now, we got a Bitcoin dominance of 59.3 from what I can see. Ethereum is also doing very well, over 3,000, and this is extremely good right now for everybody that's how can I say, looking for the market to step up. There are going to be a lot of altcoins running real soon. Some of the altcoins are also running right now, but I would say that we really haven't gotten into alt season like at its fullest height. So whatever you're accumulating, and I've talked to you about some of the coins I've been accumulating, whatever you're accumulating at the moment, this is a good time to get into those coins that are not pumping right now, to give us a little bit of time to allow those to pump. But my personal thoughts on the matter, I would not even look at selling any of my coins until well after Bitcoin clears 100,000. I think it's obvious at this point that Bitcoin is going to look to clear 100,000. There are, as far as like we expect the all-time high to hit over 100,000. Reason why is because of all the markets that have bought in, BlackRock, all the other how can I say, investment firms. There's just too many people that are purchasing Bitcoin for the price not to rise. The supply and demand, the fact that there's only limited supply, we've already talked about that in the past, but this is going to be off the chain. I do see Bitcoin getting well over 100,000. I don't know how much farther over 100,000 it's going to get, But if it's already at 81,000 and we haven't even made the transition over yet, as far as like presidential, situation, we also haven't seen the new, how can I say, leaders of the economy that are going to be coming in. As also, a lot of people are thinking that Gary Gensler is not going to be the SEC chair coming up, especially once Trump gets into office. He's mentioned the fact that he's looking to replace him. But, all of these things are just speculation until they actually happen. So we want to understand that whatever we say here is not financial advice. You know what I mean? We're just speculating, enjoying ourselves, having a good time, doing something that we're really kind of, excited about and excited in seeing grow. Really, we've been waiting a long time for this, man. We've finally gotten over 80,000. And so a lot of people who were not into Bitcoin and not into cryptocurrency are going to be getting into it. But once Bitcoin clears 100,000, then it's going to be huge news. And then there's going to be a huge FOMO into Bitcoin. Everybody is going to be trying to get into it. So right now, my thoughts and my suggestions, not financial advice at all, is just to start accumulating your bags. If you got enough Bitcoin as far as that's concerned, fine. If you're trying to accumulate Bitcoin right now, you're not going to be able to get a whole lot of it, most likely. So perhaps the next best thing for you to do is to invest in some of the altcoins. We'll be talking about those altcoins from time to time. But right now, let's not even go into that. Let's just stick with the fact that Bitcoin is over 81,000. A lot of great things are happening. We're not even in the middle of November yet, so this is awesome. Let's expect to see some really, really good things occur here. Trying to see if there's anything else we want to mention. But all I can say is things are really hot in the market right now. Look for a pullback. Look for things to go down. I'm expecting Bitcoin to go below 80,000, even though it's like over 81,000 right now. I am expecting it to go below 80,000. There may be a few, how can I say, scary moments for a lot of people. But at the same time, look at where we were and where we are now. So in the past, we were looking at Bitcoin at 60,000, 50,000, 40,000, even 30,000. It was like really low. But it's not going to go back down to those ranges ever again. So Bitcoin is already consolidated in the 70s. And now, if it keeps jumping up in the 80s, sooner or later it'll consolidate in the 80s as well. But the main thing is we understand that everything's, how can I say, subject to change. So keep your eye on the prize, so to speak. I'm really looking forward to the season, though, as far as altcoin season, maybe in a few months. But right now, let's look for Bitcoin to go off top. Things are going to go very well. But like I said, do yourself a favor. Start researching some really good altcoins. I'm not even going to mention any. For some reason, I just don't feel like I need to mention any specific altcoins right now. I've already mentioned to you that Sui's going up, Ethereum, Cardano, maybe a few of those. I'm sure that Solana's also rising, but I'm not going to mention a whole bunch of altcoins right now because that's research you could do on your own. But there are a lot of really good altcoins out there that we're looking to see 50x, 20x, 10x. We're looking for some great gains. And from what I'm seeing right now, some of those altcoins are already jumping. So not everyone is going to put their money into Bitcoin. Not every firm or company is going to put their money into Bitcoin. Some people are going to put their money in the alts. And once they put their money in the altcoins, they're going to be looking to see some results. Maybe altcoins are riskier than Bitcoin. We know that Bitcoin is stable, and we know there's only so much of it, et cetera, which is why a lot of people have become Bitcoin maxis, as far as like they're just doing Bitcoin and nothing else. But the altcoins are going to be a great way to mitigate that risk, and so we're going to see what happens with this. But nevertheless, we're really seeing some good things happen. Bitcoin's it's going to be off the chain, and what can I say? Expect great things in the future, and hold on for the ride. Never get discouraged with the market. Always make the best decisions that you can, but realize that as you stay in Bitcoin, not just Bitcoin, but in crypto in general, you're going to have a few challenges. Everything's not going to go perfect, but wow, 81,000 going up further. I wonder if Bitcoin is going to hit 100,000 this year, but I do know that next year probably going to be pretty amazing. Anyways, this is Al with Real Life Investing. I'm just talking, just enjoying myself. This is really fun as far as like we're finally seeing some things come up in the market, and I'm looking at some of my portfolio. I'm like, yes, about time. So look for some great things to rise as far as the Bitcoin, and also as time goes along, the Bitcoin dominance is going to go down, and the altcoins are going to rise up. So the rise of the alts is coming. Hasn't come just yet. And also remember, we're in the baby stages of everything from what I can see right now. So, don't get discouraged if your coin goes up or down right now. Maybe your alts or maybe your investments aren't running like everybody else's, but if you made some good investments and the fundamentals are sound, eventually it's going to be a few days, a few weeks, maybe even a few months, you will see the results. This is Al with Real Life Investing. I'm just enjoying myself, having a good time over here. Y'all have a good night.